Hello, welcome to our presentation video. In this video, we will talk about activities for adult learners. And for the first activities is for junior high school students. So, for the first activity is true or false statement. In this activity, the teacher provides some statements for students to clarify whether the statement is true or not. This activity is based on Vygotsky theory, that is scaffolding. In a group of 3, students decide whether the sentences given by the teacher are true or not. In here, the students who understand the material better can help the other student in understanding the sentences, so that they will be able to identify which sentence is true or not by themselves.
The second activity in junior high school is find 5 new vocabulary in a story and look for the meaning. The students find 5 new words and they need to look for the meaning, then make sentences with those words. The students can understand specifically about new words that it can make it easy to memorize words for personality. Because when they are read the story and finding of new words that they are never heard that word, they will be curious and find out the meaning of that new vocabulary. That means they are in an assimilation of Piaget cognitive process.
Now, let's move on to the third activity. The third activity is reading a story in front of the teacher. The students come forward to the teacher's chair personally to read a paragraph of reading material. Then, the teacher gives feedback on their pronunciation. This activity related to Vygotsky's theory because there is social influence from the teacher when the students get spelling errors, which means the range of tasks that are too difficult for the students to master alone can be learned with guidance and assistance from the teacher who more skilled.
And now, let's move on to senior high school students activity. The first activity is missing the lyrics song. The students need to fill in the blank lyrics which are provided by the teacher. This activity is related to Piaget theory. The students need to increase their focus in listening by themselves to be able to fill the blank section of the written lyrics.
Classifying part of speech of a reading material is the second activity in senior high school. This activity is related to Piaget theory, schemas, especially cognitive activity. The teacher gives each student a story, and then the teacher asks them to read the story carefully, then analyze the part of speech in the story. Finally, they have to classify the parts of speech. This activity is a cognitive activity because this activity is related to Piaget theory, especially called schemas or developing in material schema.
The last activity is group presentation. Students are divided in groups of 4 and the teacher gives a topic to all groups. Then, they are required to present it in front of the class. For solving the problem lessons, students have to work together and help each other to understand the material. So, this activity is related to Vygotsky's theory and also creating a cooperative situation.
Okay, that's all for our cognitive and language development presentation. I hope you can understand and can find some benefit in our video. Thank you for watching. Jesus bless you all. Bye.